I think they said it all. I'm Jeanne O'Fallon, and I have been asked to speak about Bill O'Fallon pre-Kate. So I will reflect on the first 36 years of his life, but only after, on behalf of all the O'Fallons, I thank Kate for the joy and pride and happy companionship she gave Bill for his next 43 years. When you see all the tall O'Fallons here today, it's clear I'm an in-law. But I have always been deeply interested in what makes people tick and how families work. So for more than 5 decades, I've observed and loved the O'Fallon family. When William Glasgow O'Fallon III was an infant, his 2-year-old cousin said he was a beautiful baby. That gave this beautiful baby the only name his family ever used, Boo, or, to his regret, Voodoo. So in this talk, he's Boo. My husband, Denny, has often said that Boo lived a charmed life. That was probably true from the beginning. He was an only child for 4 years. Though he missed his father serving in World War II, he was bathed in affection and attention from his mother and his grandparents. Reality hit when the war ended and 5 siblings quickly followed: Denny, Cora, Tommy, Dixie, and Maury. He truly was the big brother. I thought everything he did was cool, his sister Maury, the youngest, summarized. Cora remembers Boo buying them popsicles on hot summer days, and then, when all 6 kids spent hot summer nights in the only air-conditioned room of their first house, he enchanted them with bedtime stories he created. Dixie remembers taking evening walks with him, and Boo greeting everyone they passed. She finally asked, "Do you know all these people?" Well, of course he didn't, none of them. The family lived in 2 different lovely homes in St. Louis. The first, 3 stories and 5 bedrooms, was judged too small. But it did have a nice 3rd floor bedroom for Boo. I'm afraid his sons and granddaughters might be disappointed if I don't share that it was there that Boo, always ready with an idea and a challenge, wanted to see if, lying on his bed, he could balance Denny on his hands and feet. He couldn't. Denny crashed headfirst into that 3rd-story window, shattering it and ending up with stitches and scars. Somehow a favorite family story. Their next stately home, 7,600 square feet, could almost contain this lively group. It was right near their school, the Academy of the Sacred Heart, Barra Hall for the boys, and City House for the girls. It was a second home. The O'Fallons often served as altar boys at the nuns' morning mass and at Sunday benediction. Little brother Tommy, 7 years younger than Boo, came along so often that Boo taught him the rituals and obtained permission for this little kindergartner to serve Mass with him. It was in this place of grace that Boo felt drawn to the priesthood. His mother advised that he wait until after high school, but he persisted and entered the diocesan seminary in the 9th grade. But his role as big brother, his antics at home, didn't end while in the seminary. Boo kept his competitive spirit, tossing a checkerboard across the room if he lost a hard-fought match. He still vacationed with the family to Lake Michigan and to their beloved Southampton, New York, where their dad's mother lived. Boo loved movies. His dad, ever patient and kind, sat through triple features with him and said Boo never saw a movie he didn't like. I doubt I will be the only one to say today that Bill thought it was his right, his duty maybe, to ask any question and to give advice to anyone. Imagine how this was for his siblings. In later years, we noticed that the phrasing softened a bit to what you might want to do. The unspoken second part was, and you'd be crazy if you don't. He also didn't hesitate to ask for favors, and somehow made us feel honored to serve him. Not long ago, this extended all the way to a niece's husband, Ben. Boo asked him to write a chapter-by-chapter summary of David Foster Wallace's tome, Infinite Jest, with cookies as a reward. And Ben did it. Boo was the spark, the one who could make anything feel fun and exciting. Whatever he liked was the best. Absolutely. His humor, his laughter, his silly tricks are now known to 3 generations. For an O'Fallon, getting a laugh, getting off a clever line, especially in a crowd, makes for a happy day. So Boo was a very happy man. Allow me one last and literal reflection or image. On the wall of his room at the priest's rectory, Boo hung a mirror way up high where he was that framed his face, that great presence. Across the mirror, he had written the words, "Don't you ever die." Our unique big brother, dear uncle, brother-in-law, my special friend, that spirit, that wide open and loving heart, let's never let him die.